we're out on the flight line, and my glider that I'm assigned to is a Horsa glider on the very end of a 5,000-foot runway. Here's the end of the runway. The tail section is over the grass on the end of the runway.
Getting every inch you can use, huh?
And I got 23 troops in my glider. I don't have 26, piece of cake. But any of the glider pilots in the head of me that felt they had more troops than they could carry was sending them back to the last glider. I wound up with 33 troops.
And the maximum's supposed to be 26.
No, yes, 26.
I hope they were skinny.
I was overloaded.
Uh-huh.
I could do one of two things. When it came time to cut loose, I could cut loose and claim I'm overloaded, jeopardize and so forth, and justify my abort. Or when it came time to tow off, we're going down a runway, and normally the C-47 is up, gear up, and I'm still on the runway. I do one of two things. Now, it has a little tank, about 6 inches in diameter, maybe a foot long, with 100 pounds pressure, and it operates your flaps and the brakes on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I made a check, make sure I got pressure before we even took off. Crew chief made sure those gliders had pressure. We're about halfway down a 5,000-foot runway, C-47 off. Like I said, I could do one of two things. I could abort or drop half flaps, which I did. And we staggered off the runway and caught up to the rest of the formation over the English Channel at 1,000 feet. Now, that's the normal flight elevation until we get close to the landing zone. Then we drop down to 500 feet. Reason being that the lower you are, the more chances you can get shot at, whereas a higher elevation takes longer.
So you're up over the English Channel.
Over the English Channel.
With a powerless airplane that's overloaded.
Right. I'm flying a glider, not an airplane.
Right. There's no engine on this thing, no power,
no.
And you've got more weight than you're supposed to carry.
Right. As we approach the coast, we drop down to 500 feet. Cross the coast of France. And here off to my right, inland, about 20-25 miles, is the town of Saint-Mary-en-Glisse.
Mm-hmm. Very famous in D-Day lore. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see it off to my right. We go inland, and I get the green light, the red light, and I cut loose. I turn to the right, and here is a field in front of me, trees about 80 feet high. I'm at 500 feet. I come in, and I do a nose-high slip. Then I come over the trees. I see cattle down there, and I don't see any dead ones. So right away it tells me no bomb. And by then I have set my air brakes, smooth tires, no tread on them, because it's strictly rolling tires, big tires. I set down on wet grass. I'm still doing about 85, 90 miles an hour, and the hedgerow is coming up pretty damn fast.
Uh-oh.
So I pull back on the wheel as far as I can, and I jammed it forward. Now, the lieutenant is standing between the loading compartment and the pilot's compartment on the door like that. I told him before, sit down, Lieutenant, we're going to land. Just don't worry about me. I said, okay. I jammed it forward like that, and the glider is made all of wood, plywood. There's no metal in it.
Right.
The only metal is the landing gear and the nose wheel.
Right.
When I jammed it down like that, the nose wheel came up through the floor, got him right in the crotch.
Ouch.
He fell back.
Oh.
When I did that, I broke the back of the glider like that, and the bottom of the glider started to dig in to the wet grass.
Uh-huh.
I came to a stop with my right wing about 10 feet from the hedgerow. Now, in order to open the cargo door, broke the back, had to get the fire axe off the wall, chopped the door open. We all got out, and they carried him out.